Hello friends, this is Mrs. Dennis again, and we have another read aloud. So this read aloud is a new story, like I said before in our intro, and it is called Aladdin and the Wonderful Lamp. So I'm going to read the chapter 1, and then I'm going to give you a few things that I want you to think about after I read chapter 1. So here we go. There once was a poor boy whose name was Aladdin. His father was a tailor. When his father died, Aladdin's mother had to work to earn a living. One day, a stranger greeted Aladdin. "Tell me, son," said the stranger, "are you the son of the tailor?" "Yes," said Aladdin. The stranger threw his arms around him. "My dear nephew," he cried, "your father was my brother. Now I learn he is dead. What a shame." So, friends, I want you to just look at this page because that's the end of it. I want you to look at page 3, and I want you to see if you can find the words tailor, nephew, and dead. Remember we talked about the word tailor in our intro, right? A tailor is a person that makes clothes. Do you know what a nephew is? Are you someone's nephew? Does your mom or dad have a brother, someone that you call uncle? Right? If you're a boy and you call someone uncle, that uncle calls you nephew. A nephew is a relative. And look at find the word dead, D-E-A-D. You see it? Do you know what that means? Yeah, it means a person that's no longer alive. Look at the image on page 4. The picture of Aladdin and his uncle, right? Look at that caption at the bottom. Can you read that in your brain? Can you read it out loud? It says, "A stranger greeted Aladdin." Now I want you to look at the expression on the face of the boy, Aladdin, and that boy is look at his expression. He looks a little bit weary, maybe like, I don't know about that being my uncle. It's a stranger to him, right? So I'm going to continue to read the next few pages, and I want you to think about this. Why has the adult in this image approached Aladdin, right? Why is this stranger approaching Aladdin? That's what I want you to think about. So here we go. I'm going to read the next page. Aladdin took the man to his mother. She was surprised. Her husband had never spoken of a brother. Even so, she greeted the man kindly. When he promised to help Aladdin become a merchant, she believed him. But the stranger was not Aladdin's uncle. He was a magician from faraway North Africa. He had come to Persia in search of a magic lamp. It was said that this lamp would make a man rich. To find the lamp, the magician needed a helper. He was looking for someone who would help without asking any questions. He thought Aladdin was just the right person. The next day, the magician came to get Aladdin. "Come with me," he said. "I will introduce you to other merchants." Then he led the boy out into the country. I'm going to stop right there. So, why did this adult approach Aladdin? Yeah, he claims to be Aladdin's father's brother or Aladdin's uncle, but he was not, right? He was a stranger looking to recruit someone to help him find a magic lamp. Someone who would not ask any questions. Someone that he could easily sway to do the things he wanted them to do. He chose Aladdin. Well, what do you think is going to happen next? Right? Because they're headed off to the country to meet other merchants, or that's what they say. What do you think is going to happen next? Let's find out. The magician led Aladdin up a steep mountain. They climbed for an hour. Then they came to a spot where no flowers grew. "Get some sticks," said the magician. "We will make a fire. Then I will show you something amazing." Aladdin did as he was told. The magician lit the fire. Then he threw perfumes into it and chanted magical words. The sky darkened. Thunder rumbled. The earth opened at their feet. There before them was a large stone with a brass ring attached. "Under the stone is a treasure," said the magician. "It will make you richer than any king. Lift the stone by the ring, then go down the stairs. You will pass many treasures, but you must not touch them. You will enter a garden. Then you will see a lamp hanging from a tree. Bring the lamp to me. Once you have it, you may gather any of the treasures that you see." Aladdin was amazed. He could not believe what he was being asked to do. But he agreed. "Take this ring," said the magician. "It will keep you safe from harm." Aladdin took it and placed it on his finger. Now, I want you to look at the illustration on page 8. Look at the picture on page 8. Right? Now, let's think about what's going on. I want you to find the word treasure. It's in the 4th paragraph. And do you remember what it means? Do you remember what treasures means? It means something valuable, right? Something that is believed to be valuable. And then if we look at the caption on page 8, it says, "I wonder what the magician said." The caption on page 8 says the magician told Aladdin what to do. So let's keep going and let's see what is going to happen to Aladdin. Aladdin lifted the stone. He went down the stairs. He made his way through a hallway of treasures. He was careful not to touch anything. When he found the lamp, he tucked it inside his bag. Then he filled his pockets with all the glittering things he saw. He didn't know they were precious gems. He was thinking, "I will gather these pretty things to play with at home." All those gems weighed Aladdin down. When he came to the top of the staircase, he could not climb out. "Give me a hand, uncle," he cried. "First, give me the lamp," the magician answered. The lamp was buried in the bag Aladdin was carrying. "I cannot reach it now," Aladdin said. "Hand it up to me," said the magician. "But I can't," Aladdin said. The magician grew angry. "The lamp!" he cried, for that was all he cared about. But Aladdin did not want to drop anything. "I will give it to you when I get out," he said. The impatient magician felt he could no longer wait. He chanted a magic spell. The stone rolled back, trapping Aladdin in the black darkness of the cave. Whoa, friends, look at that. Did we see any vocabulary words that we talked about in the introduction to this story? Oh yeah, glittering. I saw the word glittering, right? And we know that glittering means sparkling things. So, let's see. Oops, let's go to the next page. Oh, that's the end. I'm going to flip back. I don't want you to start reading chapter 2 yet. We're going to stop right there. That's the end of chapter 1. Now, there are a few questions that I'm going to want you to answer, but not very many. We are going to do chapter 2 of this story tomorrow. So, if you want to go back and listen to the story, feel free. And then we're going to do chapter 2 tomorrow. That's all for now, my friends.